It's Monday, beginning of a new week, and I'm spending it's my last day at Folkhögskola. So today is my last class with the House 1 style. I'm hoping that the routine I've had during last week, that I will be able to keep it as I go back home. The next event would be House Dance Forever Winter Edition. A good place to test where I'm standing now, because House Dance Forever is part of what my end goal would be, the Summer Dance Forever in the house dance category. So it's a step towards that. So I think it's, let me see. We have this week, next week. Okay, so we have almost 3 weeks. So 2.5, let's say 2. 2 weeks to practice and with the aim to prepare my body, not only continuing diving into what I'm doing, but to prepare myself for House Dance Forever. So for the coming, the lights. How do I prepare for a battle? What is the best way to prepare? But what fits me? Well, like what works for me? Because yeah, I don't think I've ever managed to practice differently for a battle. It's just I do my practice, I go to a battle. Do my practice, go to a battle, which works. But now I'm thinking, okay, since my approach to this whole practice and my training is with consciousness, instead of just winging it, just seeing what happens. 2 weeks of practice, preparing for House Dance Forever Winter Edition, Leviathan Flow, house foundations, going back to basics, a solid pre-selection round. So knowing that it's a pre-selection, the round is not even that long, so I need to have a solid 30 to 45 seconds. All right, now take a shower, have a coffee, and get ready for my last class. All right, so the sun is shining. So yesterday, Tuesday, I spent the day traveling, and then as I landed at home, I didn't do anything yesterday. Was catching up with myself, and it felt needed. But Monday I did, and today I did. I also feel the need of sharing that I feel very different from how this year started. In my first video of the year, it was very low in energy, very demotivated, and I think my week at OSA flipped that around. Sharing with the participants at OSA was insightful, because to really dive into your practice and to share it to others and to receive questions, it really helps you, or helped me, just clarify things. For example, now I kept going back to the Leviathan breath. So the breath of the movement practice. When you're standing still, you're not still because you're still breathing. And this I wanted to translate into my movement practice. And this breath is based on 2 movement qualities that happen interchangeably, which is the spinal wave and the circular motions. These 2 things combined then is the foundation for the breath, so the Leviathan breath. And this was something that I shared a lot, and then with this breath we then went into the mid-level and then the floor. For me also to make the Leviathan flow tangible, and it becomes more and more like, for me, easier to say also, because it's just my practice. Not inventing something new. It's just, again, I think I've mentioned it before, that the Leviathan flow is just a package of qualities that I've taken with me during my dance career, and then that I've noticed that these qualities are what I want to lay as the base of my movement. If we strip away the form, I feel recharged and I feel excited, and despite any uncertainties for the future, I feel hopeful, which was not what I was feeling during my first week of the year. And I'm excited. I'm actually very excited. And now the goal and the aim is to set up my practice to prepare for House Dance Forever. My goal for Road 35 to Infinity is to pass top 24 at Summer Dance Forever within the House Dance category. And then all the things I'm going through within my practice is for me to prepare for that. I need to apply my practice not only physically but also mentally, because it's the entire me that is going to be put to a challenge. I need to allow this to be at a certain state so that this has complete trust and that I can perform at my best. How do we do that? That is what I'm gonna try to figure out, but I'm thinking as a base is to nurture my movement language, so my movement practice, and just drill the foundations, because it can never be drilled enough, but then to constantly make that connection. And then my movement practice goes into standing, mid-level, and floor. And so to make those three seamless, after each finished practice is to do a pre-selection round. Approach it that the pre-selection is all I'm gonna get to do, and therefore it needs to be the best. My best performance within 30 to 45 seconds. So these are the 4 points I'm gonna be focusing on, and then we see how that works. And if it doesn't work out so well, then we adjust and for the next event. I now am needing to find how to push myself in terms of my qualities, because I have been doing stuff for a while and going on a feeling, but now and feeling and internal feedback. But now I'm also making use of my surrounding. How can I make sure that I'm asking of myself physically what I am asking of myself mentally? So meaning that when I do mid-level, that I can use my surrounding to have a point of reference, so that I can immediately get instant feedback if I'm cheating, so to say, or if I'm really pushing at that level. If I'm doing my spinal wave, I can use the wall to make sure that the quality of the wave is the same, so that I can check myself. It's more that I can ask of my surrounding for instant feedback, being creative, and using the surrounding to push, for me to push myself even further. Because when I'm practicing on my own, it's easy to get into a habit where it becomes more maintaining rather than improving my skills. Apart from also filming myself and then reviewing it and seeing, oh, okay, we try again. But then it's based on a memory rather than physical touch. And for everybody that works different, and I think it's good to joggle between both. Yeah, done with the habits today, and on to the next thing. Shower.